right, I want to take a minute to show you another concept here on Linda's beautiful quilt, her Southwest quilt with the panel in the center, before the quilt itself gets finished on the long arm, because I have some issues that are brewing right over here, and I feel like I want to get them handled before I get the quilt finished up. This is the only time that they're going to be able to be handled. So let's go ahead and talk about that right now. She's such a joy to watch, isn't she? But we're going to have to maneuver ourselves right over here. One of the things I want to talk about is whenever you have dark fabrics right up against white fabrics, you really need to make sure that all of those dark fabrics are clipped really well. Otherwise, they can really sneak out underneath of the white fabric and show. And so I'm going to handle this before I get further. I've got a little bit of a brown piece hanging around here. All the rest of the way, I've been watching really carefully to make sure that she's hiding underneath there as much as possible. I've got a little brown sticking out right here. I've got some pinks sticking out right here. So before she comes back this way, I'm going to lift up the bottom edge of the quilt here before I tack it down, and I'll be able to reach under here and I will slide those past, or I will take my little clippers and I will clip those. So over at Brenda's Quilting Studio, I try to be fastidious. It is my desire that if you have darks against whites, or a light yellow or a light pink, that you please check very carefully to make sure that all of your pieces are clipped, because there's certainly no guarantee I'm going to find those as I go. So I would certainly recommend that you are aware of that. But as I go, I will try to check. And if I see some, like I am on this section right here, I've got a little bit of dark here and here. Before I get done with this row, I'm going to lift this up and clean them up. So that's something over here at the Quilting Studio I try to pride myself on. I try to exceed all expectations wherever I possibly can. Have yourself an amazing quilty day. I know I will.